What up? Rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Patio PolitiCz,
What it
man.
is, what it do, what it do, what it is.
Mac, Millie, J5TH.
Yes, sir.
Great evening, great afternoon, good morning, wherever you are on the side of the planet, man. We pray that you're feeling ambitious, that you're loved, that you're feeling peace. And if you're not, we're praying that for you in affirmative, man.
Indeed.
Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. It's the Patio PolitiCz. What up, Mac?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling all things up above negativity. I'm feeling all positive right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the atmosphere. You know, we in the sanctuary. You know what I'm saying?
Sanctuary.
Church.
We in the church house.
Church.
Man.
How you feeling?
Man, I'm blessed, man.
Yeah.
This guest, one of my motherfucking brothers.
Yeah.
From another.
You got a lot of brothers.
I do, man. I do. It's one of my brothers in the film world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Still a brother, man. Cool ass individual, brother. Cool. Came in here dapper too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What's gonna make this so special is, man, we get to see different parts and sides of him. A side that I'm gonna get to be knowing for the first time. So it's all love, and I'm excited, man.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Word.
And the motherfucker can groove too. And damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was mad when I seen it.
Like you?
Nah, he better than me, man. He on Chris Brown level. I retired, man, 15, 20 years ago.
I don't have to see.
My brother's on it. Nah, he on it. But we got a dope, phenomenal show, man. Like I said, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Yeah. Shout out to the sponsors. The title of this show is Different Sides of Chris.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, fuck that. Different shades of Chris.
Different shades.
Ooh, different shades. Yeah, I like
shades.
that.
Yeah.
Different shades, man. Different shades of Chris. Because
Yeah.
he don't do one thing. He don't do two. He do a multitude of things, man.
Yeah.
Multiple things, man. Multifaceted individual. So we're going to get off into the theme. And when we come back, we're going to bring on our guests, man. So keep it locked. It's the Patio PolitiCz.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We trying to be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you're rockin' with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. Yeah. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try. Yeah. Cause it's right for life. Oh. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try. Yeah. We hope you stay a while.
We hope you stay a while, because if you don't, what's going to happen, Mac?
Man, you know what? If you don't stay a while, shame on you. That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to miss out on a blessing, because that's what happens here in this atmosphere. So if you ain't staying, where else you got to go? That's more important than being right here, right now. And if you done been here this long, then you here to stay for the rest of the ride. So get comfortable.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
That was clean.
Yeah.
That wasn't like your usual.
What's my usual?
We wasn't kidnapping. I like that. That was clean. I mean, that.
Well, you know, I was only kidnapping because y'all was kidnapping, and I'm with the team. I'm for the team, so I'm going to do what the team is doing. But
I'm still kidnapping. I'm still doing some undisclosed things today with me.
I mean, that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying?
That is. Hey, what up, y'all? We here, though, man. Y'all know what we do. We have fun. We laugh, man. We share joy. We talk about God. We talk about blessings, everything under the sun, man. That's what it's supposed to be in the sanctuary of the patio, because there's no truth in politics.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on. Ain't no truth, man, in politics. So, look, this guest, dope-ass actor. Dope-ass actor.
Say it again.
Dope-ass actor.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like to say they act when they're in LA, but this man acts. Mm-hmm. He's professional, overly professional, man. Comes on time. Jazz is a reason why the interview is going late.
Stop
again.
blaming people. I am the protector of the people.
Then it's Kendon's fault then.
Stop. It's not his fault either.
No.
You know what? Let the blame keep going around till it. Well, that ain't the right place.
Well, if they paying attention, they know who the real reason. You know, the interview is late. If they pay attention, I'm tricking people. I'm testing them. Let me lead and do my thing. But nah, this brother is a gifted individual, man. dope ass dancer, dope ass actor, and entertainer, because he's not just good in one area, but multiple areas of what he do in the world of entertainment.
My type of person.
Yes. My man, Chris Lewis. What up, man?
What's up? Man.
Yeah.
What up, brother?
What's up, man? That was a beautiful introduction, man. I appreciate
brother.
that.
Thank you. No lies. It's all truth and all facts. How you feeling?
All right, man, I'm feeling blessed, man. It's such an honor to be here, man. It's one of those things where, like, I never get to do something like this.
Yeah.
So, like, just being here and again to just chop it up and just be myself is one of the best feelings in the world.
So you already up then?
Hey, yeah.
Hey, well, the honor and the blessing is ours, man, to have you. We appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate you. Life is looking good. Matt, go on and get into it. Let's break them in, man.
I mean, you know. I'm still gonna ask that question because I want answers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, for sure.
Even though the headphones is on, they can't see what I saw when he came up in here, but it caught my attention. I always like to try to like read.
Go on and get into it now, man, because y'all might educate some brothers that won't that style. Because I'm intrigued.
Okay. Because I've been through my journeys. Right now, what I wear in my ears is my birthstone. You know what I'm saying? The paradise. You know what I'm saying? But I done been through many different avenues. But you came in here, bro. You talking, but you swinging in the chair, and I'm looking. I'm like, wait a minute, swing this way again.
Yeah.
Brother got a stud in the right ear and a hoop in the left ear, and I'm like, bro, I done been there. I done did that. Like, how does it feel for you? You know what I'm saying? And you started getting into it. So before we get to opening up the show, we gonna open up right there. Just go ahead into the explanation.
Man, I'll tell you what. It was a choice. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it was definitely a fashion choice. For me, like, for those that don't know, like, I'm a bald man that can grow some facial hair, right? So I typically have a full beard, right? Mm-hmm. But I just feel like the aesthetic is so pleasing, especially with being a bald man. Like, you can have a hoop in one ear and then whatever
Jordan
in the other
style.
ear. You know what I'm saying? Jordan style. You feel me? So, like, you know, just trying to represent for the brothers out there that, you know, ain't got it going on top, but they can do something, you know what I'm saying, with the rest of it.
Else.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, man, I started doing that this year, actually, and I just rock with it. You know what I mean? It was one of those things where I was like, I could fuck with this. So, yeah.
I don't even know why I stopped. I probably just stopped because I just did. It was just one of those things where I transitioned to something else. You know what I'm saying? But I used to rock hoops over like 15 years ago, for real, is when I first started, like rose gold. But I used to always wear big earrings, weigh my ears down. I had to get my ears pierced in different spaces because my first hose is just stretched out to the point it was just like, all right, now
that was me, bro. Yeah.
So it's like, now I'm in my right lane. I wear the size earrings I'm supposed to and everything. But it's like, I'm gonna just go ahead and move in this fashion. Right. Anyways,
I got a question for that before we get into the 3 Ps.
Okay.
Now with those aesthetics, let me ask you, what would be the reason a person would be afraid to set a trend, as like you just said, I'm gonna do this, yada yada yada? What do you think may be some of the reasons, or a main reason people will be afraid to step out and start a trend like that?
Well, you know, I think with anything, it's probably just because, you know, they don't want to be judged, they don't want to be ridiculed for doing something different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We got these different trends that are out now that's like already part of the norm. So like, if you try to step out of that, it's like, yo, what are you doing? Thing, you feel me? So you know, I feel like that may be a reason why people tend to be afraid to, you know, try something different. But nah, man, like if it feels good to you, just rock with it. You feel me?
Come on, man. We need to preach more of that. If it feels good to you, fuck what the world got to say, man.
Right.
Do you. It's only one you.
Exactly.
And not be duplicated or copied.
self-love.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you gonna get into the 3? You gonna introduce it to them?
3 Ps.
Yes, sir.
Please, all right.
We got a series of questions that we ask every single guest that joins us here at the patio, just to open it up and get them comfortable if they ain't already, but just to dive in deep into who they are quickly. You know what I'm saying? What is your purpose in life? What is your passion in life? And what is your pleasure in life? In any order, whichever come to you first.
Man, y'all came with the heavy hitters.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Man said purpose, passion, and pleasure. Jesus. Man, I would say for my purpose really is to just be a vessel for God to use me in however way he see fit. You know, I've been blessed with so many gifts, and I feel like for me, it's my responsibility to bring people closer to achieving their dreams, you know what I'm saying, to really tap into who they are. But then also, like, even using my gifts to really bring people closer to God, even, because, like, at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't be here without him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be nothing without him. So it's like, I think my purpose here is to really just be able to spread light and love as best as I can anywhere I go. You know, even to save lives through my art form. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's probably one of the biggest things that I could ever see myself doing. So yeah, I would say that probably is my purpose. Hopefully that answered that question. But, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, because that's such a loaded question, but you know, I get it, man.
It's important to be a vessel.
Absolutely, absolutely. My passion, man. I'll tell you what, like, I was one of those dudes growing up that you either saw me dancing somewhere or you saw me, like, you know what I'm saying, being part of something within the arts, right? So like, people always knew me as, all right, so I'm gonna say this, right? My passion is definitely to be in the arts and to really just entertain and really give people a chance to see something beautiful, right? Like in any form. But like I said, like as I was growing up, like I was really into Michael Jackson, right? Like that's one of my spirit niggas. If you know, for sure. Like, you know, I really like got into him when I was around, like, I'll say 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? I would practice. I feel like a lot of people were like this. You know, they would practice his moves, like watching his music videos.
Hell yeah, everybody
did that. You feel me?
Being in socks, moonwalking in the hallway.
Facts, bro. Facts. And like, I remember this one particular performance that he had. This was like years ago. I would say like 2000, 2001. This was back in Madison Square Garden in New York. He was doing the 30th anniversary celebration type of thing. I had that recorded on VHS. If y'all remember VHS.
Was that the joint he did with was Usher on stage?
Yeah, Usher was on stage. Mad Heads was on stage, man. Yeah. And so I remember like having that on VHS, and I would practice everything that he did during that show. Yeah. So like, especially like the classics like Billie Jean, Beat It. You know what I'm saying? Like I would just rewatch and do it again. And then it came down to me being in a middle school talent show when I was like, all right, this is my chance to showcase what I could do. Yeah. And at the time, I think I was afraid to do it only because I think that was a time when a lot of people were like giving Michael Jackson flack. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was like, oh, I hope they don't like make fun of me while I'm trying to perform on stage. Niggas loved it, man. You know what I'm saying? From that, I was like maybe 13, 14 years old. And from then on, like everybody knew me as MJ in town. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's mini MJ right there. So yeah. But yeah, like that just made me realize how much of a passion I had for being in the entertainment industry, where like I can perform on stage, or you know, I could be on camera and just, you know what I'm saying, just be myself, just have fun. Like it's one of those feelings that like you really can't describe unless you until you do it. So
was there any nerves connected to that?
Man, I'll tell you what, like younger, when I was a lot younger, I would have a lot of nerves, like, man, I hope I don't mess this up. I hope I do well. But as I got older and as I did it more, like I was like, man, this ain't nothing. Like this is just me having a good time. You know what I'm saying? I'm tapping into, again, that spirit nigga. So like, it was just, bro. I was doing the moves out there, man. I'm smooth with it. So, it was dope, man. As time went on, I really found that to be my passion. So,
your pleasures.
My pleasures. Woo, my pleasures. I mean, I could go into it with, you know, beautiful black women out here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the beautiful black women out here. You feel me? You feel me? Like that's God did his thing when he made them. You feel me?
Man, like, come on.
So obviously, shout out to them. Like I have nothing but love. Of course, like I love all women. Don't give me no disrespect to anybody else. But you know, I really gotta give it to my black women.
And it's crazy we gotta say that.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, right? Because it's like, dang, like okay, you don't rock with us Asians, you don't rock with us white girls. Nah, like I do. Yeah. But you have to understand, I came from a black woman, so like I have to represent. I have to rep my black women. Like it's no tomorrow.
It's a different type of essence.
And you know what I'm saying? Like I remember seeing this post too. That said black women are the manifestation of God. Man. And it's crazy how true that is, because when you really look at a black woman and what she's able to give, it's there's nothing like it.
Through it all.
And the key is people, we said black woman. Woman, not girl.
Not girl. We said
young
woman.
lady.
Not bitch.
Woman,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's one of them. But you know, I got but that's the main one. I have to say that's a main pleasure for me, because as much as, you know, I love my solitude and I love, you know, loving myself right now, I know for sure like my black queen is out there. So
yes, sir.
you know, if you listening, baby,
gotta go through history.
you know, I'm right here with you. You know what I'm saying? God put you here on purpose. So
yeah, we actively speak to the future here. So you know,
absolutely.
And to the women, ladies. Ladies, what up?
Yes,
So man, you got an accent. Where are you originally from?
Man, it's fun. Yo, all right. So I think it's crazy because, all right. So I'm originally from Massachusetts, right?
Aston.
Yeah, you see, Dave.
Aston.
Because I feel like a lot of people, when I tell them I'm from Boston, mind you, I can't. So the original city that I'm from is from Brockton, Mass. Right, but a lot of people don't know Brockton, Mass, obviously. So I say Boston because that's what people know.
Yeah.
So when I say I'm from Boston, people are usually like, "Oh, you don't have the Boston accent. You like, pack the cotton." I'm like, "Yo, niggas don't talk like that." You feel me?
It's just TV.
Yeah, bro. Like, so there's a part of Boston where like that's a prominent accent. Like, but I'm from the hood. Like, niggas don't talk like that. So for me, it's like I definitely have adapted to a different like vernaculars and accents, if you will, just because, you know, especially being out here in LA, you know, you hear different accents from all over.
Yeah,
you feel me?
yeah.
So like, I think it's just I've just begun to take on a lot of those things, but I remember like where I originally came from. So for me, yeah, I'm from Massachusetts, Brockton, Mass. Shout out to Brockton, Mass. You feel me? But yeah, so that's my accent, but I don't got that typical Boston accent that people think I should have.
When did you make your transition to come out to LA?
Man, that was 7 years ago. Summer 2016. I came out here with little to nothing. Like, I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I knew I had a dream. I knew I had a vision. So I came out here. Basically, it was crazy because after college, I graduated 2014. And I had planned to move out here right after graduation, but you know, life happened, shit happened. I didn't really want to get into it, but whatever.
Yeah.
So I came out.
Congrats on you graduating.
Yeah,
too,
appreciate it, man. Got a bachelor's degree in theater arts, so that's my bag right there.
So you went to school for the art?
Yeah,
okay, man, shout out to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, I came out here summer 2016. I had no idea where I was actually going to land. I had no idea like how I was going to get set up. The only thing that I really probably had guaranteed was a job, because the job that I used to work in Boston,
franchise,
they had a office out here, but it was like dumb far. It's like we talking like Cyprus type shit. You feel me? And so I had to figure it out. But thankfully, I had people out that were already out here that were like looking out for me. So one of my homegirls back in the day, she was living with her moms, and she was like, "Yo, you can come stay with us until you figure your situation out." I was like, "Bet, okay, now I got a place to stay. Now I need to get there."
Yeah.
So at the time I was in North Carolina spending some time with my sister, and then from there I was going to go straight to LA. And so I had to figure out how I was going to get there. One of my homeboys from college was like, "Yo, I'm going to LA, for a few days just to, for a vacation. I'll buy you a ticket to come to LA. Just get here, bro." I was like, that's love, man. So now I not only had a place to go to, I had somebody to look out for me and actually get me there. You know what I'm saying? So moved out here summer 2016, and then I got here, and that first year was just about settling in LA, trying to figure out the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Cause I couldn't even really get into my career like that. Like I couldn't try to go and get headshots done or get an agent, you know what I'm saying? Audition for different things. More so it was just about, all right, I need to understand what living in LA is like.
Yeah.
So thankfully after I was living with that girl and her moms, I was able to find an apartment, and it was cool. Like I got the apartment, I got the job, but man, I'll tell you what, that first year it was a struggle. And I feel like for anybody that transplants from a different state to LA, that first year is always going to be like the one that will determine if you're going to stay here or not.
Man,
you know what I mean?
And you had never been here to visit or anything?
Well, I did. So I came out here spring break right before I graduated college, just to kind of see what's up, what I'm saying, see the vibes. It was cool, but I didn't spend enough time out here to
really get a feel.
Yeah. So when I did come out here finally and then do the whole living process, I was like, oh, okay, this is different. Gas is different.
It's different from spring break.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so
life.
different, man. Life was different. And I think the one thing I really appreciated though was that I had people out here who are originally from California, but I went to college with, and so
that's cool. That's cool.
So when I came out here, they're like family to me, man. Like shout out to BJ and Pamela. You know what I'm saying? Like like that whole fam right there. They looked out for me and took care of me while I was out here, and they also helped me to realize that I needed to stay here. Yeah, because there was a time when after that first year hit, I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna move back home, try to reevaluate my situation. They're like, nah,
I was just gonna ask you that. Did you have any moments like that?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So it was summer of 2017. So literally a year after I moved out here, you know, it was 4th of July. I'll never forget it. And I was talking to them. I was like, man, I think I'm moving back to Boston. They're like, for what? Like, why? What's in Boston? Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, it's just been hard out here. I think I need to go back home and just kind of reevaluate my situation, and then I'll come back. They're like, bro, you ain't gonna come back. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You ain't gonna come back because our comfort zone is so beautiful.
Man, I was gonna say that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, our comfort zone is such a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Yeah. You feel me? So like, it's one of those things where like they were like, look, we understand how hard it is, and we're here to help you, but you got plenty of resources out here, bro. Take advantage. Yeah. Like, there's so much that you can get yourself into. And sure enough, like, I really took heed of what they were saying, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna step out on faith. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really trust God and what He's about to do for my life. So at that time, I quit my day job. I was like, all right, I'm going all in. I'm gonna struggle, but I'm gonna go all in. Yeah. Got myself into acting class. You know what I'm saying? I was able to start auditioning for things, you know what I'm saying? Getting headshots done. I was doing background work and all that stuff. So like it got to the point where like, okay, my career was starting to take off, and I was actually going to be in a place where, okay, cool, I'm glad I stayed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm glad I didn't actually decide to move back. And it's no disrespect to home, because that's always going to be home. But like, yeah, I just needed to be in a space of discomfort, you know what I'm saying? Man. So that I could actually grow. But yeah,
was
man.
It scary?
Hold on. Let's take a break and come. I want to get right into that. Yeah, say that. Ooh. Yeah. Man, Chris Lewis, Mac Millie, J5 TH. We'll be back in a tick on the Patio PolitiCz. Don't go nowhere, y'all.
As a creative, I want to thank God for His creativity. 7 days till His completion, and yet He still took the time in all His divinity to create the one He kept for me. She's beautifully divine. It's by design that her eyes can tell a story of a love so true, and all I want to do is have her look into mine to see my point of view. Hair that is unapologetically seen, whether it's curled up or let down. She's the epitome of a woman who knows how to wear her crown, born to be queen.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
We live. Before we went on break, man, it was about to get deep. Man, I'm gonna let you ask the question because I had a lot. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, was the transition scary for you? Was there any fear there?
Yeah, that transition.
Now, is this when he quit the day job? Or,
nah, to first come here.
To come here? Okay.
To come to LA.
And then when you quit, that's a whole different chapter.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, I remember like there was the 5th of November, dog. Like, it was, to move out here was probably like one of the scariest things I've ever had to do, right? Because again, I'm moving away from my comfort zone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any family out here. I have friends and whatnot, but like no actual kin out here. Yeah. Everybody's on the East Coast. So like, I was just coming into uncharted territory. And it was one of those things where I'm like, man, as much as I want to be here, I'm like, yo, I know nothing about LA. Man. I don't know how to navigate. I don't know what is gonna, pop off for me. So it was definitely scary. And of course, being able to leave everything behind was one of those things I'm like, man, like, I know it's tough, but like, I got to do it for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got to do it for me. Yeah. So yeah, that transition was definitely scary. But over time, I was able to adjust. I was able to actually find myself comfortable out here and be like, yo, I could get used to this. You know what I'm saying? So, and then of course the transition from having a full-time day job, working a 9 to 5, to being like, yeah, I'm done with that, and I'm gonna go and try to work 2 part-time jobs, and as I'm trying to pursue a career, that was scary in itself, because everything costs something. You know what I'm saying?
It costs the part.
You know what I'm saying? It costs the part.
Sleep in your car.
You feel me? Like, bro, you step outside, it's $300. I'm like, what the
already?
So going back to what you said, just that, take me to that moment of when you finally decided I'm gonna quit my job and pursue a career. Like, what was that like?
Man, because if you're anything like me, I worked in a cubicle setting, right? Sitting in front of a computer 8 hours of the day. I was working in behavioral health management. So like, how there's the medical side of insurance.
Yeah.
So there's the behavioral health side of insurance. So like dealing with psychiatrists and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So my job was to develop like contracts for providers who were trying to render services to people who maybe didn't have insurance like that.
Wow.
So, I'm in front of the computer not 24 hours a day, but like 8 hours of the day, right? Monday through Friday. I'm just like, man, this ain't what I came out here
Felt
to do.
like 24.
Yeah.
It felt like 24
really.
facts. Like, this ain't what I came out here to do. And so for me, I was like, all right, I really got to take a chance on myself and really tap into why I actually came out here. So that transition happened after I had that conversation with my friends about staying out here and taking full advantage of the resources around me. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna quit. And so I gave him a 2-month notice.
Yeah.
Mind you, that's generous for anybody who's,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? For anybody who's quitting the job, you don't hear shit like that. Like, 2 months. Yeah, I gave them 2 months because I wanted them to be in a position, and this is just my character. Like, I always want to leave people in a position where they don't have to
Be scrambling.
fail, or you know what I'm saying, like try to like get things together. I'm like, all right, y'all got 2 months to figure y'all shit out. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. Finally, once I left, I'm like, man, there's a sense of freedom that came with that.
Yeah.
But then of course right after that was like, oh, I got shit to do. I got to figure this out. I can't just now like be willy-nilly out here.
Yeah.
And I ain't got no money in my pocket. So, I had to get it together. So I went out, looked for a couple jobs. I started working 2 part-time jobs. And like I said, in the midst of all that, I was still able to do my thing. Like I was still able to take acting class. I was still able to audition and be a part of different projects. So, it was cool, man. But that transition, it was just like, dog, like it'll open your eyes for real.
Yeah, shit, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you too, leading into the next thing we're gonna talk about, what advice would you give somebody that's thinking about moving out here to pursue their career?
Make sure you have some money.
Real shit. Message.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's especially now, like the way the cost of living is, make sure you have some bread on you, dog, because it's no joke. Like even in the places where you feel like it should be, relatively affordable,
It'll take your pockets.
bruh, like it's just make sure you got some money, you know what I'm saying? But nah, like I think one of the biggest things is if you are really passionate about moving to LA, knowing that this is a spot where dreams are, supposedly able to come true, right?
Yeah.
I would say have a vision. You know what I'm saying? Definitely have a vision. See yourself in a place where like, all right, this is something I could do. Cause that move from wherever you at to come out here is no joke. And it's like, it's scary for a lot of people. I've had people talk to me like, yo, you brave for having to, move cross country and pursue this dream. It's just like, I've always wanted to be an actress, or I always wanted to do this or that. And it's just like, I've never had the chance to do it because I've been afraid. I'm like, yo, if you really are passionate about something, don't ever doubt yourself. Like really take a chance on yourself.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying, you might throw a little something in there and bet, I got this.
Yeah.
Say less. You know what I'm saying? Like bet on yourself, man. It's one of the biggest things that you could ever do for yourself. And probably one of the most rewarding things you could ever do.
Man.
If you truly believe in yourself. I know there are people that like don't believe in themselves, even though they got the gift. You know what I'm saying? They got it in them, but they don't really believe in themselves. I say, look, if you truly believe in what you got, go for it, man. Don't ever let anything or anybody try to tell you can't do it.
Come on, man. Come on.
Message.
You feel me?
Preacher.
So, and as long as you got God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God's gonna guide you through. So make sure you got that with you.
Because he was with you, man, coming out here and when you made the transition from working to pursuing your career. And if you look at
Facts.
when we chase our dreams or our passion, one thing, we can bet on bullshit, we can bet on games, we can bet on politics, all kind of other shit that brings nothing to us. So that's not, advantageous to our life, but we'll bet on ourselves last, or it'll be hard for us to bet on ourselves because we feel we don't have no return. Or
Facts.
And that shit is crazy.
Yeah, man.
If you had to give one up, Chris, make it hard for you right now. You had to keep one and one gotta go. Dancing or acting?
Easily.
Oh,
Easily.
wow. Say less.
We don't play fair around here.
Damn. So dancing or acting, one of them gotta go. Wow, that's nuts. You know what? This is tough. Y'all
It's a loophole in there if you're thinking right.
You know what? All right. So check it out. So if I had to give one up, I probably would. Man, this is tough. I don't want to get the wrong answer.
There is no wrong answer.
There's no wrong answer. You know what? I'll say it like this, because dancing came before acting, believe it or not.
Yes.
So I started dancing when I was 8, and then I didn't really get into acting until I was in like middle school, high school. And so if I were to give one up, I probably would say acting. The only reason why is because as a dancer, like I could act, like, you know what I'm saying?
Dancing,
I could put on a show for you, man. Like, it's one of those things where, I may not have lines or anything, but man, teach me something and I'll dance my ass off. So like, I know that's probably like, one of the surprising answers that can ever come from me. But I think I'd have to. Acting is probably gonna have to go. Sorry.
Okay.
It's a dangerous question, but when you really think about it, every creative space that you have, they all intertwine with each other.
Yeah. That's why it's like it was hard to answer that truthfully, because I'm like, I could say I'm gonna give up acting, but man, I ain't like I'm gonna have it to the side or something. You know what I'm saying? But no, you're right. Like it's one of those things where like dancing and acting, they intertwine with each other. Like you really can tell a story based off of having both. So like, but I ain't gonna really give it up.
I'm about to make it harder for him. Okay,
Jesus Christ,
dancing. Here we go. Chris Brown or Omarion?
Whoa! Look, so I said earlier, right? MJ's one of my spirit niggas.
Yes.
Chris Brown is the second spirit nigga.
Okay.
So, I've watched both of these men, in their respective artistries, right?
Yes.
And like,
yes,
it's one of those things where like, man, I've always respected Omar. All of us as niggas, like we saw Omarion do the icebox. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was
niggas was all about that. Touch.
Oh my,
doing it. Dun. Yo, that was the shit, bro.
Yeah.
When he was in B2K and then he went solo, like, Omarion was that nigga.
Yeah.
But then Chris Brown came into the play and I'm like,
Chris Brown had us walking down the street dancing, talking to females.
like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like on some excuse me, miss. So like for me, it's Chris Brown all day, bro. Like that's the nigga. Like if I could ever, I don't even gotta like work with him or like be put on by him. Like, yo, if I could just see the nigga and be able to dap him, like, yo, what up?
Yeah.
That's it for me, man. Like,
I ain't gonna say no names or point no shoulders, but somebody in this room battled Chris Brown.
Oh shit!
Nah.
Oh damn!
So,
point him out. I want to know. Yo, that's crazy. So yeah, man. It's funny because anytime I hear stuff like that, where like, if I'm with people that have somehow been affiliated with Chris Brown, I'm like, oh, for real? Like, what was that like?
Well, what?
You know what I'm saying? Because I've had I've actually had a homie who danced, and I probably think still dances back up for Chris Brown. Has done a lot of his music videos and whatnot. So, it's one of those things where like being in the same room as him, I feel like I'm that much closer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You feel me? So yeah, man.
He's a beautiful brother.
Yeah, man. And it's like, and I say this because MJ is the reason why I even started dancing. Chris Brown is the reason why I think I want to keep dancing, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he still stays relevant like that. And I don't care what anybody say. that nigga is this generation's MJ.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things where like, yeah, he had his shit. Fuck all that. Like it's one of those things where like, yo, why are you trying to dehumanize somebody for shit that they did years ago?
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
Exactly.
So like, stop all that.
And if you look at it, Chris, we the only people that do that to ourselves. You don't see no
Facts.
rock and rollers doing that. They don't do it in country. They got allegations and shit on them, but we the only people that crucify ourselves and
man,
diminish a person's worth and their artistry based on some personal shit that they was going through that ain't even our fucking business.
Facts. Stop all that.
Yeah, to begin with. I got another one.
Yeah.
Genuine or Usher?
Ooh. Usher all day. That nigga
Over
staying.
G?
No. Usher staying. Usher staying.
What? So you think he a better dancer than G?
Wait.
Genuine?
Come on, bro.
Let's look at it this way.
Come on, bro.
Nah, Chris.
Hold on. Usher now versus Genuine now.
I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about their prime.
But I'm just saying.
In their prime?
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about Bachelor Genuine versus My Way Usher.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
I ain't talking about
bro.
Genuine now.
Nah.
I mean, but when you look at it that way, you still got to stick with Usher.
You got to be specific. Yeah.
That's what I said. I ain't talking about G now.
Because how far from prime is Usher right now?
Nah.
Not too far from it. You know what I'm saying?
Usher's only in his 40s, bro. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Genuine ain't too far, but G don't be dancing.
He a different G now.
He don't. That's
he
what
not
I'm saying.
the
I'm
same
talking
old G.
I'm talking about the old G, retro G.
Nah, bro. I got to go with my man's Usher, dog. I'm sorry. Sorry, bro.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, 2004? That was that nigga's year, bro.
I'm gonna ask. U-Turn. Was there ever a video for U-Turn?
They might have. I
don't know.
I don't know, bro.
I want to say no, but was niggas doing the U-Turn?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like-
he instructed niggas on how to do the U-turns.
Hands up, bend your knees,
bounce around and thing down with me. Oh yeah, niggas. Yeah. Usher, man. I'm
Usher
sorry.
ain't fucking with Prime G, man. I don't give nobody say. All right.
Man, it's all good. It's all good.
All right, you got served, Stump the Yard.
Oh man.
And don't be biased because Chris Brown was in Stump the Yard.
Listen. I ain't gonna be. That nigga died in like 10 minutes.
He was dancing his ass off in that 10 though.
In that 10 minutes though, yeah, he did his thing.
And started up, niggas wanted to kill him. Like, you
man.
gotta go.
Nah, you got served, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that was just like, yeah, that it did its thing back in the day. Like, it's one of those movies too where like, honestly, if you really pay attention, like you realize like, okay, this was a serious thing,
man.
Like, this was a serious thing for niggas where like, yo, I gotta be the best on this,
man.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's such a powerful movie in its time, right?
Yeah,
just because You Got Served is one of those things where like, all right, if I could prove to you that like, yo, what I'm doing is as actually fly, then can't nobody say shit to me. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, nah, You Got Served for sure.
Have you ever been in any project where you showcased your dancing? Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I did this web series called The Roommate. Shout out to Michelle Baba Productions. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in that, they found out that a nigga could dance.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, so what we gonna do?
They found out.
Chris is real slick, man. Hey. We gonna go to a break. We gonna come back so we can talk about the web series. But man, hey, y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be back in a tick on the Patio PolitiCz. Keep it locked. Yes, sir.
We spoke the love language of physical touch, to the point where we're so naturally fluent that it didn't even take much for us to understand each other. It's undeniable that we belong together. Got me fiending so bad every time that we're apart. So I get creative with my own remedies, surviving off of flashbacks like it's a lost art. I call it sex memories. It's hard not to think about her. Write this piece and talk to y'all about her. Sing a song about her. Get down on my knees and pray to God about her. So why the hell can I just get out of my own way and be about her? Maybe because I've been hurt before. So the thought of letting myself be vulnerable around her just shakes me to my core.
Yes,
You
sir.
are
Yes,
now
sir.
rocking with the Patio
We back.
PolitiCz.
Man, we can go all day with the dancing. Now, fuck that. We gonna carry on for what we was talking about on the break.
Yeah.
So because of the bias, Usher was the only one. He pissed Mike off on stage.
A lot.
This that time because I think Mike and him was doing something together, and you can't be in Mike's move in his way when he doing stuff. But
yeah. I remember that because it was Mike's release of his new single at the time, "You Rock My World," right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so Usher came out during the dance break, and everybody was like, "Oh shit,
hit that skit."
You know what I'm saying? He came out right, and so MJ is still trying to do his thing, and then so Usher starts gliding on stage next to Mike, and Mike's trying to like keep it like, yo, bro, like you in my space. You feel me? But like, and then they got into this whole like robotic pop locking type shit. You know what I'm saying?
It started looking like a battle.
Yeah, it started looking like a whole battle, man. And I was like, dog, what are you doing? But I was like, no, that shit. At the time, I was only a kid. I was like, yo, that shit's fire.
Nah, it was hard. It was
hard, bro. So yeah, but I think when we look back on it now, it's like, dang, Mike was probably not pleased. He was like, yo, this is my stage, bro. What are you doing?
They had a conversation after that.
Yeah.
Nah, they did.
Yeah.
They did. Mike, when you talk about Mike, he was just a lifetime, not even generational, like a lifetime and afterlife type of talent that was just like, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Now, outside of Mike, who else was you studying dance-wise, if any, when it came down to that when you was young?
Yeah. So outside of Mike, I was paying attention to niggas like Usher. I was paying attention to, believe it or not, I was also paying attention to Mario. Because Mario had a little thing with him. I'm like, okay, Mario doing something with it.
Okay.
Braids or no braids?
It had to be braids.
It had to be braids. Well, for me, I think I saw him with no braids.
No braids kept it up.
Yeah.
He kept it up, but it wasn't doing it as much.
Right.
Or as hard, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Mario. Neo, when Neo came into the play, he was real smooth with it, and it was one of those things where like growing up, and I think even to this day, niggas they're like, "Yo, you remind me of Neo." I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro! Like
the ball,
the ball head.
Neo was doing it,
and he was doing it. But and of course, like all these niggas had MJ influences.
You know
what I'm saying?
Sure.
And then of course Chris Brown came into the play, so it was one of those things where I'm like, man, I have legit niggas that I could really look to when it comes to this dance.
Yeah.
Like, and it's because they came from watching one particular man, which was MJ. So, I would definitely say, it started off with watching niggas like Usher, Mario, Neo, Chris Brown. And then, we're here today.
And let's transition. Now I'm gonna get into actors who know how to dance because it's very rare that you catch them and see them. And I'm talking about that can really dance like to on your level.
Yeah. For me, the actors that I paid attention to that I see can also dance. So funny enough, Alfonso Ribeiro, right? That nigga was dancing since he was a child.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying?
And a good dancer too.
And a good dancer at that. And so, of course, I again go back to MJ. He had MJ influence, but my man's he was actually a dope dancer. Yeah. And the thing is, I remember seeing him on. He did Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
And that was back when he was. It was crazy because he was talking about how much, as an actor, he was overlooked or like not really considered for a lot of things because everybody saw him as Carlton.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And he hated
that. And so it's like, dang, I couldn't. But for that particular segment on Dancing with the Stars, he brought back the iconic Carlton dance.
Yeah.
And it just proved that, like, man, no matter what, I still deem him as like a great actor. Like, of course, you know what I'm saying? But like at the same, because he was not even just on Fresh Prince. He was on that show with LL Cool J.
With him and Kim Wayne.
Yeah.
Was it In the House?
In the House.
In the House.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And so like even just seeing that, and then he still embodies that personality of like, yo, I could still do this if you know what I mean.
If I need to,
If I need to. So like, for sure, Alfonso Ribeiro. I'm trying to think of who else, you know what I'm saying, can get down.
I'm gonna give you two. I don't know if you've seen them dance.
Yeah.
Don't say Terry Crews.
That
was just my rib battle. Go ahead.
Bro.
Shout out to Terry Crews, but I ain't talking about doing the fucking robot.
Popping chest and shit.
Yeah, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about dancing. Now, I'm gonna give you two names.
All right.
Man, don't be biased with the choice, but take your time to marinate and think about the movies they were in.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Who played Get Up. He showcased the skills there. Phenomenal fucking dancer.
Yeah.
And I seen him on a video. It was deep YouTube, but grooving like you. And I'm like, fuck, he really can. Like, he getting it. And it was just a natural flow.
Yeah.
Where he was intertwining everything. And my boy, he was on Stump the Yard, Columbus short.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the reason why I'm like linking you and comparing them to them because they didn't do no comedy, but you seen other sides of them where it stepped away from the acting. And when you see them dance, you like, fuck, these dudes. Yeah. So who would you rock with? Don't go with Chadwick because of Black Panther.
Nah.
R.I.P. to my
man. That's my guy.
Yeah.
You know what? Nah, but Columbus Short, man, like, yo, he held it down.
Yeah.
He definitely held it down.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it's funny because you never really try to associate these guys as dancers, right?
Exactly.
But they can do it.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, like, I can dance, but I'm not gonna just go out and call myself a dancer. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I call myself an actor who can dance.
Who can dance? There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Just because that's more of the I guess that's more of my personality and my brand is that like, oh, he's an actor, but that nigga can get down if he needs to.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sorry, but
No.
I gotta ask. What do y'all think, especially you, of Darren Henson? Because he was in Stomp.
I was gonna ask about him too.
Okay. Yeah.
He choreographed, didn't he?
Nah, he did for NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
You know what? Yeah.
New Kids on the Block. He's a legend. Shout out to him. He's a legend.
You know what I'm saying?
That line in Stomp the Yard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. True. You know what's crazy too? Like I even think back to niggas like Marcus Houston, right?
MH.
You know what I'm saying? Who he was a singer. That nigga could sing his ass off, right?
Yeah.
I remember when he was Batman for like, you know,
Immature.
back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, but yeah, like watching him dance too, people didn't really associate dance with him like that just because when Omarion came into the scene too,
He overshadowed.
He overshadowed that.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it was one of those things where like Marcus Houston, I did rock with him because he could sing, but like he also can sing and dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people forget about that nigga, but you know, shout out to Marcus Houston.
Man, that MH album was
MH
off the
man.
chain.
Yeah.
What that joint with Young Jock? I saw to get like.
Yep.
Don't get me started.
Now with the acting,
Yeah.
when you start like getting headshots, what was you just submitting to everything, doing auditions, like cattle call auditions? How did that work for you?
Yeah, for me, there was a time when like, it was just like self-submitting. You know what I'm saying? Like at the time when I first started, I didn't have an agent, I didn't have a manager. And for me, it was just more so about like, okay, making sure that I got myself self-submitted for a lot of different projects, and hopefully if they like it, if they like me, then they'll accept me.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, when it comes to auditioning, right, you don't just get an audition when you submit yourself. You have to submit yourself and wait to see if they even want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they even want to give you the audition.
Yeah.
Because it's usually about how you look, possibly about, the previous work that you've done, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I didn't have everything. I didn't have everything together. Like I had maybe a few headshots, but I didn't have a reel. I didn't have any work that people could watch to see, okay, this man could do this.
Yeah.
He could do this thing. So, but yeah, like it was a crazy experience, you know, having to like self-submit every day, every single day, and then hoping that you get a chance to audition for those people. And then after auditioning, hoping that you get booked.
Yeah. Or a callback.
You know what I'm saying? That call, man, I'll tell you what, it's funny because we always want to be booked and busy, but like just getting that call back, that's a whole different feeling, man. Because it's just like, cool, I got past that first round.
Man,
they like me enough to be like, yo, let's call these niggas back. Yeah. So callbacks, man. Don't underestimate the value of a callback, because that'll definitely tell you something. Like, okay, I'm doing something right. Yeah. I'm on the right track. So yeah. But nah, I love the process, man. I love being able to like get my feet wet and make sure that like, hey, I put my best foot forward.
Yeah. Was there ever a point in time where you wanted to like, man, I ain't getting no callbacks, I ain't getting booked, maybe the same for me, where you start second guessing your purpose?
You know, I've always had moments like that. I think with anybody in this industry, we've always had moments of like doubting ourselves. Yeah. But I think the biggest thing to remember is you are enough. Yeah. Like what you present is enough, man. Like everything that you may want to get yourself involved with may be great, but it may not be for you. Like that doesn't mean you're not great. Doesn't mean that you don't have value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just means that it just wasn't for you.
Yeah.
And there's something bigger on the other side that is for you. So like for me, I've always had to remind myself of like, hey, just because I didn't get the audition or just because I didn't get the call back, that doesn't diminish or devalue who I am and what I bring to this table. So but we're human at the end of the day. So we're going to have those moments of self-doubt and feeling like, man, maybe this ain't for me. Maybe I need to figure out something else. But nah, it's like we have, in the same time of having those moments, we're reminded like, nah, like you're that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you got it, bro. Like it's not on you, it's in you.
Man, that part.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's not on you, it's in you. So I just got to remember that. And it's no cocky shit, it's no conceited shit, but I'm him. You know what I'm saying? I'm him. I got to remember that. I got to remember to tell myself that.
And what keeps oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that cockiness and conceitedness, like the terminology, I feel is like just a mental illness. Yeah, because like it's no such thing. Like why am I not to believe in myself to the utmost degree? Like
yeah.
Why?
But and see with that you can even just say, okay, it's a confidence thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you confident in yourself. Yeah. Because we always have those negative connotations with conceiting or being cocky. It's like, no, I'm confident.
It's like, because if I know who I am.
Exactly. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's like if once you know self, like nobody can take that away from you.
Exactly. And I think the people that trip is the people that are not confident within themselves and that have an issue with that because they haven't tapped into that side of themselves.
Facts.
So what gets Chris through those moments of like, okay, when I'm starting to feel down, like, fuck, maybe this ain't cut out for me. What boosts you up to be like, okay, no, I am him? Is it meditation? Is it prayer? Is it just walk on the beach? Like, what gets you through?
It's definitely prayer, man. God, I'll tell you what, this year specifically is one of the biggest years that my relationship with God has developed so much. Man. And so for me, prayer is not a last resort. It's my first response.
Man,
like,
come on.
You feel me? So like, I definitely take that seriously and take pride in that, because without God, like I said, I'm nothing. I wouldn't have the gifts that I have right now. I wouldn't be Chris Lewis if it weren't for God. You feel me? So like, the Chris Lewis that you know is here because of a lot of prayer, a lot of fasting, you know what I'm saying? A lot of just being able to speak life into myself. Man, and remember that, like, yo, you're here for a reason. You're here on purpose, bro. Yeah, man. So yeah, like and of course there are other things that I do to, you know, get myself back into positive spirits, but that prayer and having that solid relationship with God is the most important thing that has got me through and has helped me to see myself the way that I should see myself.
Man, come on now.
You know message. Yes, sir.
You're preaching, brother.
It's like you don't like get under the weather emotionally. It's just like, let me just dance this out.
Bro, you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. Anytime I'm feeling like that, I get myself like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna start dancing real quick. Remember who the fuck I am. You feel me?
Hey, man, dancing is therapy, man. It's therapeutic.
Yeah, man. Yes, and I think, and I don't know if, you know, anybody else that's in the industry who does this, but I also tend to look back on a lot of the things that I've done. Like if I was lucky enough to have them recorded and put on tape or whatever, I'll look back on those things. I'm like, I didn't know I could do that shit. Oh, I'm actually dope with this. Like, and so those are like even little reminders for me to keep going and to make sure that like I remember who I am, because what I've done before, I can only exceed and get better at. Yeah. So
come on. Yeah. Man. There it is.
Yeah.
Now, before we go to break, we always see you in the capacity of doing comedy. What's your favorite genre to do, like acting role wise?
Acting wise, you know, I do love comedy, but I've done a lot of drama as well. I really want to get into action though. Like I really want to get myself involved with like doing some like fucking niggas up on some like, no, I could fight. You know what I mean? Like, or like even just, you know, doing shit that you see like on the TV show SWAT, or like, you know, where you bust in with the gun and be like, yo, freeze, that type of thing. So I definitely want to do stuff like that. So my favorite genre would definitely, it is comedy drama, but like I definitely want to get into action.
Man, yeah, because I seen the thing with you and B.
Hey, bro.
Shot by Tay, man. Shout out to Brandon and Tay. But I seen him, I'm like, Chris ain't smiling on this.
Nah.
And I know Brandon's face from him being in our projects, like he ain't smiling either. Yeah, there's something serious going on. I'm like, is this Chris being serious?
Yeah, bro. I'll tell you what, don't fuck with me when I'm serious.
So you said like more like serious movies where you fucking people up. Okay.
That's
good. That's good to be noted.
Like my dream one of my dream roles is to be able to play Luke Cage in a Marvel feature if I can.
Man, so what? Before we go on break, what you think about Luke Cage, man?
The show, the series?
Yeah.
You know what?
1 through 10.
Bro, I'll probably give it like a solid 6.
Got you.
Because, I mean, I saw the first season.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the second season, bro.
Oh, don't. First season was A1.
Yeah, first season was cool, man. Yeah. But like after I heard some stuff about the second season, I was like, nah, forget it.
Yeah.
But you know, and it's no disrespect because like I got to look at niggas like Mike Coulter and Mahershala Ali.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, doing their thing in there. But like, I was like, man, that's an iconic character because
man, it is.
Luke Cage.
Yeah.
That's the nigga that is bulletproof and unafraid. Because they said that in the show.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, that's powerful. I want to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to embody that. So if the Marvel universe ever wants to do a feature film on Luke Cage, holla at your boy. Because I'm working out too. So
I'll make it happen. And not only that, we can create our own universe, man. We ain't gotta go to DC or Marvel. Let's create our own universe and our own superheroes, man.
Absolutely.
That's what Stan Lee them did. But we gonna be back, man.
Chris Lewis.
Yeah, we gonna be back, man. In the tech.
SM Sir Mac.
Yes, sir. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Patio PolitiCz.
A culmination of powerful properties that create balance and produce good energy. Cultivating a culture of mindfulness is a daily battle. We target your inner me. Physiological effects, change you can truly feel. Aesthetically pleasing on the surface, but handmade to help you heal.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Hey, be ready, because that superhero universe is coming.
Man,
yes, sir.
Stay on the lookout.
Yeah.
Stay on the lookout. And you gonna be ready for that role, brother? If you get that call, you gonna be ready for it?
Come on, man.
All right, man. I like to test people.
What side of the field you playing on? You a hero type or you a villain type?
I'll tell you what.
Middle?
I of course everybody would probably want to go for the hero. Why? Right. But here's my thing.
Yeah.
It's fun to play the villain.
Yeah.
It's fun to play the villain. And I say it because like there's a richness in being bad, like and being the antagonist of the story, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, everybody wants truth, justice, we want a good happy ending, but it's just like, nah, you got that one person that's making it hard for niggas. Woo. That's fun, bro. I like that.
I say it all the time, but it's more or less in a wrestling sense because I'm a wrestling fan. I'm like, you got your face and you got your heel.
Yeah.
The face is the one that everybody like. We slapping hands, we cheering, woo wah, woo wah. But without this heel, you ain't cheering this man over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get people to like you, but to get people that hate you, you know what I'm saying, and then respect you in that light, and then love you as a person outside of that because of the work that you do. Like, come on, man. Let me be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Let me stir some shit up.
And ain't nothing like a villain with a great backstory.
Yes.
People start to feel relatable to that, and we all have a piece of villain in us.
Everybody.
I remember there was a particular video about this guy. He was talking about the difference between why people choose to be a hero and why people choose to be a villain. It's based off of their response to pain.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like when you realize the hero. When you realize there's a guy that chooses to be a hero because he sees what pain does to him and he doesn't want anybody else to feel that. And then what you see, the guy who chooses to be a villain, what pain did to him, he was like, yo, I want to take that on everybody.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like the only difference between them is how they respond to pain. And I think, it's
like, the world fit to feel this. I ain't the only one that's gonna feel this.
Exactly, bro. That's why niggas like the Joker, man.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Come on.
His response to pain is like, oh, the world laughed at me. The world thought I was a joke. Say less.
and that shit made you feel for him and be like, nah, tear shit up.
Tear shit up. Yeah.
How do you feel about villains like Jigsaw or like Ra's al Ghul or like
I'm a
fan of those because their rationale doesn't actually make them a bad guy. It's
Mm-hmm.
a bad guy because they're getting back at people.
Facts.
They're
Yeah.
not doing it from an evil standpoint. It's more like
Yeah.
their version of justice.
Yeah,
Right. The whole concept of cleansing and being able to like right wrongs specifically. Yes, I agree with that. It's crazy because even looking at villains like Thanos and Jigsaw and Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, shout out, bro. Yeah. Ra's al Ghul, bro. It's crazy because when you look at them, you're like, man, why are you doing this? But it's just like, oh
yeah.
Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense. But nigga, you going about it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like don't kill innocent people, bro. Like that's not what we about. But I get it though. It's a thing where like you understand that they have a different version of what justice is.
Yeah.
And what doing right is. And it may not, a lot of people may not agree with that. So like I definitely
casualties exist. It's a way of life.
Yeah.
But you got the Supermans in life who gotta save the casualties.
Yeah,
sucker.
And I was watching a DC animated movie, and the only person out of all the Superman villains to make him turn bad was the Joker.
Yeah,
you seen that?
Yes, bro.
And that was one of the best ones I seen. Where I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, because and that's
no
the thing.
kryptonite.
No kryptonite.
No kryptonite.
It's wild because you see. I mean, everybody sees Superman as that type where it's like, oh, he stands for truth, justice, and all that. Like, he's never gonna turn on nobody. As powerful as he is, he can't turn on nobody. It takes a nigga like the Joker though to really point out, like, yo, I'm gonna take the one thing you love, away from you. I'm gonna kill this person. Now what? What are you gonna do? You gonna just put me in jail and be like, don't kill again? Nah. Fuck you, nigga. I'm gonna kill your ass.
Feeling what I'm feeling.
I'm gonna feel this pain. So,
and then he was like, if you kill me, it's still not gonna bring the person back.
Yeah,
so
bro.
Come on.
Yeah. So either way, he wins, bro. He wins. Yo, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that motherfucker Joker.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
not to be played with.
Yeah, he's heavy. He's heavy for sure.
Now let me ask you, Joaquin Phoenix or my boy Heath Ledger, rest in peace. Joaquin, man, he came and did some work where I'm like, okay.
Joaquin. So I'll tell you what, when I first saw Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker, right? I remember just watching the opening scene where he's sitting in that office and he can't control his laughter.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm like, the mental capacity to like, it's crazy. That human psyche is nuts,
man.
And to go that deep is one of the best things you could see in that. And so, but Heath Ledger, man, that was a classic Joker. Like, I think everybody fuck with Heath Ledger. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's hard. That's a hard one to choose, man.
And it's like when you look at how brilliant they were in the acting, when you play the villain, man, it allows you to explore so much, especially when a director allows you range to be open with the backstory and how this, man, there's so much to do with it opposed to the hero I just seen. Sometimes it's one-dimensional. Unless you're a Denzel or Keanu Reeves and John Wick, then you can maneuver around that to shape the hero to be an anti-hero or whatever. Or even how Christian Bale played Batman. I feel he made him from being this cheesy ass Batman to the anti-hero where it was so many demons he was fighting where you like, fuck. I fuck with this Batman.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know about y'all, but yeah, that Christian Bale Batman is my Batman. Like, we grew up on watching like Michael Keaton.
Yeah, well, I like Michael Keaton, man.
You know what I'm
Only
saying?
because of Beetlejuice. I'm biased. I'm biased.
Yeah.
But yeah, Christian Bale by far, yes.
That's my Batman. Fuck a George Clooney.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? Robert Pattinson.
Val Kilmer.
Cameron.
Yeah, and Patterson.
Nah, man. Christian Bale. That's my Batman. But nah, it's crazy because I think with Heath Ledger playing, first of all, even just. It wasn't even that crazy of makeup, right?
Yeah.
But I still couldn't see Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Like,
me too.
I tried, so I've watched that movie so many times, and I've tried every single time to see his face in the Joker. Just couldn't. And it was just that good. So like for me, I remember, of course, during the pandemic times too, when motherfuckers were going crazy over like toilet paper and shit like that.
Yeah.
I remember they associated that whole concept of what the Joker was talking about to that, where it's just like chaos and like motherfuckers are gonna turn on each other because when they're compromised and they're in a particular situation, you start to see the true nature and true essence of people.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So like, I think that was remarkable.
Even in that scene too, Chris, where they had the detonators on the boats and everything. You started to see people turning like, "Hey, fuck them people." Come here.
Give me that.
Give me that shit.
And and he was betting on it. He was like, "And here we go." Like my names was like, "Yo, watch. I'm gonna prove to you that motherfuckers are not as good as you think."
Yeah.
And that's what he did with fucking Two-Face, Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent.
Cause he took, well, as they said, they took the White Knight and showed him like his darkness. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the Joker is nuts,
not to be fucked with.
Not to be fucked with.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Now, talk that talk poetry, brother.
Woo! I know you gonna talk about that, bro.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man.
Platforms.
So, me and my boys, Chris Rouse and Terry Wayne Jr., shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
We got together at some point and wanted to create this series where like we get people to talk that talk, essentially, where like it doesn't necessarily have to be poetry. You know what I'm saying? You can have singers on there, you can have rappers on there, you can have actors on there spitting a monologue if they want to. But we just wanted to create a poetic series that allows people to tap into the true essence of, you know, whatever words flow. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's man, we started that this year. And it's been going well. Like we kind of took a hiatus over the summer, but we're trying to get back into it. We're gonna get back.
There you go.
Chris.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that vocab, man. Thank you for calling me out on that, man. Because words matter.
Yes.
So we started it this year, and a lot of people were really biting into it. They're like, "Yo, what is this? What is this?" I was like, "Yo, let's talk that talk. You got something? Come through." We had motherfuckers from like out of state talking about like, "Yo, when can I get on?" I'm like, "Are you even in LA?" Like, they're like, "Nah, I'm in Virginia or I'm in New York." I'm like, okay, well, listen, I'll tell you what, when you in LA, shout us.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? When you out here, shout us. And of course, like, we have ideas of like taking Talk That Talk like elsewhere and you know, being able to like expand it. So,
but this is more intimate. You got to be in person.
Like come through, man, because we got the dark room, we got the mic set up. You know what I'm saying? And it's a dope feel. People watching, they're like, "Yo, like, y'all got some heavy hitters on this," you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. And you know, I've been on there a few times myself where like
doing poetry,
yeah,
so you do that too.
You know what I'm saying? I spit a little something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, that's one of my biggest bags, where it's like tapping into that poetry side of me, where like I could put words together and make it flow and make it sound nice.
Wow.
There's this particular bar that I particularly love. It's from my piece, Be On Chill. And in that I said, what did I say? I said, be on chill. Okay. I said, of course I believe you're the one in my heart is sent from heaven. No love is greater because you cold with it. So I want to make you my heaven on earth. My hoe, if you will. Take a slice of paradise and make a home with it. That line itself.
Wow.
Niggas was like,
over their head.
Yeah. But what's funny is they heard that be my heaven on earth, my hoe, if you will. They're like, hoe? Man. Heaven on earth, bro. Yes. Think about it.
That's what, man.
Think about it. Yeah. A lot of people were fucking with that bar. So I was like, yeah.
Damn. So what birthed the concept of what you guys do though?
So I think when it came to creating Talk That Talk, we had a lot of brothers who, believe it or not, we found out one of our brothers can rap. We was like, "Oh, like you actually have some bars, bro." And then of course they found out that I could, spit poetry. Like, oh, okay, this ain't no game no more. Like, we got to do something with this. And Talk That Talk came about because we had multiple people within our circle who had more than just one gift, more than just one talent. And so it's like we wanted to make sure we broadcast that. You know what I'm saying? We make sure people are aware of the talent that is out there. So we was like, yo, let's create this series. Let's make this a thing so that, we get people on here who, they may have stuff written down, but they never allow people to hear it, or they never allow people to see it. It's just like, nah, like we're creating a safe platform where you can just be yourself and spit whatever it is that you feel. Man. So that's how that happened, man.
Thank y'all for doing that.
Yeah.
Man, that's what a lot of times we need, man.
Absolutely.
Especially as creatives, just for you guys to create a platform like that where a person can come and transparently be themselves is just beautiful. I love shit like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's dope.
So like, how would an artist that's in the LA area can reach out to you guys to be a part of that or be on it?
So on Instagram, so we got an Instagram and a YouTube page. So on Instagram, it's at Talk That Talk Poetry. Hit us up on there. Definitely tap in if you in LA, if you want to spit a rhyme, if you want to spit a song, you know what I'm saying? If you have a monologue that you want to spit, come through with it and we'll get you set up. It's dope, man, because people love that like all black background, that aesthetic. And so, yeah, the mic just hanging right there, and you got the light on you. Yeah, bro.
Man. That's therapeutic.
Like,
man,
bro.
That's therapy.
Like, it's a zone right here. This
Absolutely.
atmosphere. I'm about to go.
And then what I love too is even for the actors too. So if they come in want to do a monologue, they can come in bop bop bop.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's called Talk That Talk Poetry, but like we didn't want to just cater to poets. Like we want to make sure that every person who has words that they want to say, like they can come in on it. You know what I'm saying? Rappers can come in and spit something real quick. Even if they don't got a beat, like, yo, acapella that shit. You know what I'm saying? So singers, same thing. So like they come on there and they do their thing. But actors for real, like, you know, if you have a favorite monologue from a movie or from a TV show or from a play, yo, come through with it.
Have you done a monologue on there, Chris?
Listen, I haven't done. I've done my original pieces on there.
Okay.
I've done my original pieces. An actor monologue, I haven't done yet.
Well, what's up, man? Why not?
Listen, I'm gonna get.
No, he should have been there. He said I did some pieces.
Yeah, I did my original pieces, but you know, I could go into it. I can get into an actor monologue and spit something. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
See, he's saying that. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because as a director, if I'm watching this and you say you want to play a villain role, and I'm a Tyler Perry, I just want to bless his brother because of his spirit. You got to be ready for the opportunity at all costs.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
So if he say, I want you to play a villain, go ahead right now. You got to be ready to go. You can't be like, well, you just lost your opportunity.
Yeah. I'll go right into it, man.
Okay.
I'll go right into it because that's the thing. When you realize you're in a situation where this could be your life-changing moment,
man,
you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to mess that up.
You can't be hesitant when that ball comes. You got to shoot that shot.
And you got to understand, too, like, if it's God given to you, like, make sure you use it.
You know what I'm saying? Would you ask for ingredients or would you just give the meal? Like, whether they want this or not, this is what it is.
I'm going to give them a meal. You know what I'm saying? Because you can, I pride myself on being adjustable, right? I give them what I'm able to present, and then they're like, cool, we like it. Wait for the feedback. They're like, cool, try it like this. Add this to it. Bam. Say less.
Like
and I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? But for starters, I'm gonna make sure that they see me. You know what I'm saying? And see what I could do. Because what I could do could just be the very thing that they're looking for, and they didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? So before they want to give me the ingredients, before they want to like tell me how to do this and that, they could see how I do it and be like, yo, I actually fuck with this more than anything. So let's get that.
That's dope. That's dope, man. So what can we expect from you to come in the soon future, man? From our brother Chris.
Man, listen, I'll tell you what, right now I'm in a musical. I'm doing a musical at the Jax Theater. Shout out to the Jax Theatricals. I'm doing a musical called Wild Party. Right now it's every Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. for the whole month of October as part of their like murder mystery series. You know, it's Halloween season, so
murder mystery.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers getting spooky with it. But yeah, so I'm doing that right now. I was actually talking to my brother out there earlier. I was saying how I took another leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? I did quit my day job again.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
again.
God got you.
God got me. You feel me? But like, it's different now because I'm finding myself in different avenues of not just being in front of the camera, but behind the camera.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So even just learning the technical side of things, where like I could video edit, I could even just do the actual filming myself. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, do sound, or just being part of that production side of things is always dope to me. So. Yeah, man, getting involved with that. I'm still auditioning and of course, you know, being a part of different projects. So God has been good in that area. Yeah, man. So I'm just looking forward to, you know, diving in and getting myself involved in as much as I can.
Man, before we close, I gotta ask you about this hat, man, because I ain't stopped looking at it.
Hey, bro.
Don't even trip.
Don't even trip. So, Don't Even Trip, right, is a brand that I'm starting up. it started as a concept back in 2020, back when the world was shut down, right? Everybody was going crazy, didn't know what to do.
Tripping.
Everybody was tripping. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was
especially
tripping.
over toilet paper.
Toilet paper was going ham, bro. But yeah, so Don't Even Trip started because I'm that type of person. Like, if anybody's like me, I'd be the type of person to trip over things that were out of my control. Right? Stress over things that, like, yo, why are you tripping over this? Especially if you've been brought through so many things and by God's grace you still here. Like, why are you tripping? So like, that's how Don't Even Trip started. And I always just kept saying that as part of my like normal conversation, like, yo, don't even trip. And then somebody, I don't know if I have this correct, but like, I think somebody encouraged me to make something out of that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can, do something with it.
Don't even trip. I got you.
Don't even trip. Exactly. So, Don't Even Trip came about. I started this as like something simple. It's profound, but it's relatable.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So the concept is don't even trip when it's like you can relate it to how you've been through things, but you don't necessarily have to worry because if God's got you, why are you tripping? You know what I'm saying? And you could take it however you want. Like, don't even trip meaning like, oh no, it's all good, or like, yeah, I got you, fam, or like, you welcome type of thing. But like, nah, like, don't even trip is just for anybody. You know what I mean? And but for me personally, it was about making sure I was aware that I've been gotten since I was born. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to worry about nothing. So
man,
that's how it is, man.
I had to touch on it because I've been getting gems all day, and it's like we always get gems when we're here, but everything has been connecting to me personally or whatever, and it's like for the last gem for me to get is this hat that I keep looking at. Don't even trip.
Don't even trip,
like,
man.
Don't even trip. And
it's
then what
so
you
simple.
How you just explained it is just, it comes so quick.
It
comes so quick, and it's just like, all right. Word.
Like,
why was I tripped? Like,
appreciate it, man. Because and that's the thing. That's the message I just want to give people. It's just like, yo, especially over little things that like, dog, why you tripping, man? And when you realize, yes, if there are certain things that are out of your control, why are you giving your energy to it? Like, that's how people get sick. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
That's how people get sick. Like, you stressing over things that it's like, dog, like, it's not even supposed to be in your hands. Like, let it go.
Release it.
Release it.
Man.
So, that's how that came about, man.
Ooh, release it to who can handle it.
Man.
Release it to who can handle it.
Yeah, man.
So how can we get that, man? So if we wanted to purchase the hats and support you on that endeavor, how can people and us purchase the hat?
I'll tell you what, right now, like I said, I'm starting it up. So I want to make sure I have as much merch as possible.
Gotcha.
So if you want, and I'm gonna start off, with the hats and whatnot. I'm trying to go into different styles of hats.
You said
hats.
what? You said what?
See, you caught me again, bro.
Here, man.
You caught me. I'm doing.
There you go.
I'm starting off with hats, where like different styles of hats, right? So it's either dad hats, trucker hats, snapbacks, and all that.
Yes,
but I want to graduate from hats to actually doing like shirts and like hoodies, and especially now in this season, it's hoodie season. So I want to make sure I get all that going. But yeah, hit me up if you actually want. To start off with the dad hat or whatever type of hat for Don't Even Trip. I'll make sure to get that patent out for you.
Man, where they hitting you up at? Where can they find you? Where can we?
Man, you can find me on Instagram at c.lewisofficial, c.louis official. You can find me on Twitter, clewisofficial. Facebook, if people still use Facebook, Chris Lewis. And make sure to tap into Talk That Talk Poetry on Instagram and on YouTube. We're making big things, man.
And say to Talk That Talk again. What's the IG for that?
Talk That Talk Poetry. So it's all one word.
Got you.
Yeah, make sure you tap into that. We got some good things coming out for that.
Man. My brother CL Smooth, man. Brother, I want to tell you, man, it's been an honor and pleasure to have you, man. I found out more about you than I knew before. And I knew today was supposed to happen in God's will, man.
Absolutely.
If for sure, just the knowledge and wisdom you got. Your story is highly inspirational, man. We're just coming from Massachusetts to here and then stepping out on faith, quitting the job, quitting it again. Shout out to that shit.
Habitual quitter.
Habitual. I'm a 9 to 5K, man, all day. And just you stepping on faith, man. So I know that a lot of people, the world has been blessed through your story, man.
Yeah, man. For real. I appreciate y'all for having me on here. It's been an honor. Yeah, this is cool, man. Like I really, when I got hit up by Jazz, I was like, oh shit, I'm about to be on a podcast. Like, let's go, baby.
Yeah,
So,
you family, brother. You should have been here. You should have been here a long time ago.
Word.
But we got you here now, man.
Yes,
and now
sir.
this is home. So whenever you just want to come get something off, we have panels and all that shit too. So
absolutely.
Deep talk.
Yeah,
Deep talk.
Man. I'm with that.
Deep talk. So man,
A to Z, from A to Z. Man, it's been a pleasure. Y'all already know what to do out there.
Yeah.
When you're listening and you're viewing, make sure you get to the place to be, which is on YouTube. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you hit that notification bell. Shout outs to all of the sponsors.
Yes, sir.
Make sure that you tap in with every other episode. We here with you on Tuesdays, 6 o'clock.
Not every episode, every Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Every
Pacific Standard Time.
Every.
Make sure y'all support my brother too, man.
Man.
We got a lot of fucking work to do.
Yeah.
No, for real though.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Be
Man.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Be ready, man. Y'all keep it locking. We'll be back with y'all, man, on the next episode on the Patio PolitiCz, man. We love y'all. We don't do trends, we trendsetters.